yeah, there is something I did see online, and I thought, yo, it's going straight on the white card. You get me? So this one, I was scrolling on Instagram. I saw a designer. Forgive me if the pronunciation is wrong. Celine Car Wing Lau. They're from Hong Kong. I think they're based in London at the moment. They're an illustrator. So yeah, long story cut short, they've put a design out online. A clothing company has came and took their design, and they're making money off it. That's so crazy. They're using, that artist is using social media to put a word out to basically make it go viral, really, and to show people like, yo, this person's, you know what I mean, it's copyright infringement. And I thought, you know what, I'll highlight this because other designers may not realize these are the risks when you put your art online. Yeah, so I'm going to read some of the captions. There's a lot of posts. So basically they've said, please help me gain their attention and spread words by reposting this post. So when I'm seeing things like this, I'm just like, all right, what's this about? I was locked in. Yeah. Then they've said, so the company's called Urban Revival. They want the profits made from the unauthorized use of their design. They want it to be compensated accordingly. They've reached out to them. They said since then, they've removed their product from their website and third-party platforms, but they've yet to respond to them or compensate them. They said they've been hiding and deleting comments under their post in an attempt to cover up their wrongful act. So they've also, the artist has went on to say, as the rightful copyright holder, I've never granted Urban Revival, its affiliates or third parties any authorization, license or rights to the use or reproduce or distribute my work in any form. This constitute, listen, see these words? Yeah, it's mad. They said it's copyright infringement under applicable intellectual property laws. So one of the things I was going to say, how, you know, a word for other designers, you know, how can we stop other designers being at risk for these kind of plagiarism and copyright infringements? And obviously it's within that intellectual property law, which I'm yet to look into properly. But I suppose if you've got work that you want to put out, that you think is going to make money, you want to do a clothing brand, get it copyrighted before you put it out. You get me? Hold it back and don't just put it out there, because it's the internet. People can take that and copy it. If you haven't got it on tops, they're just going to go do it first. Yeah, for real.
Especially them big companies as well. Because they probably did that thinking, it's not going to be copyrighted. So they thought, I can just do that and there's nothing's going to come from it.
They probably thought no one would notice.
Yeah. More time, or if they did notice, no one's going to say anything. But it's good that she did notice and took the time to do something about it. Because some people might notice and just be like, what do I do?
Yeah, what would you do in that situation? Would you think, yo, let me just sue the people? Or would you try to think, you know what, I want to be compensated, but let's collaborate? Like, how would, what would you...
I'd probably speak to them first.
Yeah.
Obviously, you try and go about things in a friendly manner, innit? But then if they're not playing ball, then it's like, well, we'll do what we need to do. And again, it's like, when those type of things happen, you have to think, okay, I may have to take this to court. Then it's like, do you have money to go to court? And again, something that I've been looking at recently is just like business insurance for like art. So then protecting yourself in that way. So if anything does happen, you can kind of cover yourself legally or copyright issues or whatever. But like you said, it's all about getting your stuff copyrighted and getting IPs for your work that you are putting out there just to cover your back.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know how I'll deal with that. Initially, in my feelings, bro.
Yeah, you're going to be pissed, innit?
Go on my messages. I'm trying to say, I'll probably just be trying to rip somebody's head off. But then, when you have to compose yourself and think about it, go through the courts and do it the legal way. But at the same time, you could be compensated, but you could say, all right, cool, because you're on that. Unless we do this and you do that, the overall alternative is we do some sort of collaboration. You could turn that L to a W.
Nah, for real.
I'm trying to say. And
just about communicating, innit? You have to communicate and put the feeler out there and see what are you really on. Like, as much as it is very cheeky, it's like, but at the same time, it's a bit of a wild card. What if someone just created it and it was just so similar, but they didn't see the artwork.
Nah, you would know. You know when people are pirating your work. I've seen it when people have copied my stuff, and I'm thinking, I've purposely done this that way. There ain't no one else doing it. You know some of my people, and you're in my radar of what I do. I know you just looked at my thing and just but it's cool though.
Yeah,
it's cool
specific
though.
style, innit?
But you know when someone's copied your stuff, but if somebody just rips it off like that, that's a violation.
Yeah,
that's
for
rude.
real.
That's ruder than rude, fam. That's like top tier level disrespect. You get me?
No. There's no care at all, man. They just thought, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna take it and do what we want with it.
Yeah, man. You need a compensation and probably have to hold couple punches still because you can't be doing that. You get me? People have taken their time, and remember you get paid for as a designer. Working for big organisations or whoever it is, even if it's freelance, you're getting paid for your ideas as well as your skill and your talent. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So for someone just to come along and just snatch your work and make money off it, you got big business, you know, you're selling products. So it's premeditated. You thought, yeah, ripping this off, selling these many T-shirts and hoodies.
Let me have a look at the picture. Honestly,
for those watching, you'll see it on the screen anyway. I put them up on the screen, but you can see from the original design. So the original desig's on the bottom.
Just try it.
Yeah, the other ones that have been published are on the clothes above it. You get me? Even though it's a small picture on the card, you'll see it on the screen anyway, people. So you can see how the original design has been. You get me? Basically copied, and I think they probably thought that no one would notice. Again,
yeah,
you know,
like they've copied their style, innit?
Yeah, even if this is all wrong, and somebody's just trying to rage bait someone online. Yo, Urban Revival. Sorry if I said the name wrong. Urban Revival. Yo, drop some comments and even trying to say, jump on the platform, even if it's a phone call, say your side of the story, innit? It would be nice to actually speak to this designer to see where they've got. Do you know what I'm saying? It might even be a thing where we send a DM and just see what's going on.
You can only ask to find out, innit?
But I'd hate for another designer to go through this. You know, like the young college students, they're still trying to figure things out because we was that once.
Yeah,
Uni students as well.
I like this style, let me try and copy it. And then that's what... I think that's the thing with design, innit? Like, everyone's copying in some type of form.
It's inspiration, innit?
Like, you're going to copy, but doing everything too similar, you have to create and bring your own style into it.
Yeah, cool.
But again, if, like you said, if it's someone fresh to design or create an art, they're probably going to copy it a bit more so. Like, looking at them, you can see the original one looks a lot better. It's just like a similar style. I'm sure I saw a post recently as well. I think there was a guy that was, I think it was a white guy that was copying Basquiat's style, more or less very similar.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to like sell it. And then there was a bit of backlash and back and forth about it. Some people's talking about, oh, why is he copying and why is he trying to sell art that's not his, and he ain't come from that type of background to showcases art like that. But I guess that is an art scene, isn't it? Like, there's always going to be some back and forth.
You know what? Something. I feel like it's like part of clickbait and rage bait. People are doing these things on purpose. They want to be caught out, but then it brings puts eyes on their it puts eyes on their business.
Oh, true.
And people start looking at it like, oh, what else do you do? So it's like the internet thing. It's like people are just using it to their advantage. You get me? Which it's long if you're the original person, but then the person that's disrespecting, they're getting this new audience now.
Yeah, for real.
Me? So I think that's why people.
What's your views on like this whole rage bait culture?
You know what it is? You do it to the wrong person, they might deal with you a different way. You get me? You may not want that. It could not be worth it. But I think clickbaiting, depending on what it is, you know, it can be good in terms of just marketing. I watch when I'm on YouTube, I'll see people's thumbnails. So I noticed, I'm getting more into the YouTube thing. I'm seeing people are putting titles to their videos. They got a thumbnail, and they're actually putting a title on the actual thumbnail too. And they might say, "Oh, my new car." Go watch the video. There's not even a car in it. You know what I'm trying to say? But I've clicked on it. Now they've got a click. If they're monetizing off that, I've made them some P. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, so it's good if you want to get people to, you know, watch your video. But if what you've clickbaited it's got nothing to do with the episode, it's just a waste of people's time.
Yeah, that is frustrating still. Or it's like the smallest part of the episode.
Yeah, right there.
Watch it,
right at the end. So you watch it all the way to the end. It's like, yo.
Like, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying still. But again, clickbait is just part of the YouTube business, isn't it? You got to do what you need to do. You need your clicks to get your money. You need people watching your videos. So that makes sense. I'm not a fan of the rage bait stuff, but
no.
I just think it's just a bit of mix up, man. But again, that's just part of the digital culture right now. It's a bit weird.